Morning everyone. So in the previous class we were discussing about vendor creation with the transaction code XK01 to XK06 and also extension of the vendor. Okay, so today we will go with the last T code of vendor master, which is XK99, which will be used for mass creation or mass change of the vendor. Okay, so there is one more transaction code will be there, LSMW, which will also used at the time of implementation for migration of the vendors. Through this LSMW, all the vendors will be transferred or migrated from legacy system. Okay, so let's say whenever the SAP implementation happens, the previous system, let's say tally system, and they have thousands of vendors or even transaction data in the tally system, and instead of creating all the 1,000 vendors manually in SAP with this T code, instead of that there is one option in SAP that is called as LSMW. So which will again consultant role, consultant will take care of that. So that's a one-time activity to transfer all the master data from SAP, from Tally or any other ERP, or we can also call it as a legacy system to SAP. So with the help of LSMW, they will do it. But in between, if at all the mass change is required, if any change is required for the master data, for the vendor master data specifically, then we use this transaction code XK99. So yeah, if at all you want to change some of the fields, then we can use this T code XK99 and we can do the changes. So let me log in and will perform this mass change. So let's say I want to change the payment term for some of the vendors. Let's say I want to change, let's say 10 or 20 vendors at a time. Then instead of doing this 20 times, so we can use this T code is XK99. So go to XK99 and select the some of the fields we have to select here. Yeah, this pop-up will come by default. Yeah, you can just ignore this or continue. Click on the continue button. Here we have some options, like you can say what data you want to change. Like we have some tables, as I told in the previous class also. So whenever you want to change any fields in SAP, so those fields will be there in the tables. Okay, so in SAP, whenever you create any type of data, irrespective of any type, like even customer master, vendor master, GL master, or even transaction master data, so everything will be stored in the table level. Okay, so like as I told in the previous class, so you can see here some of the tables like LFA1, which will be stored at the general data. Okay, vendor master general data, and some of the data will store in the LFB1, which is company code specific data. Okay, and some of the data like LFBK, which is bank specific data. So like that, you in SAP, whenever you create any master data, it will be stored in the different tables. But now I want to change something related to general data, then you need to select general data here. But if I want to change company code specific data, then you have to select company code data, LFB1. Okay, then we have bank master data. So like that we have different tables and different fields under that particular table. Now let's say I want to change payment method for all the vendors. Okay, so I would like to change the payment method for all of the vendors. So what I will do, I will select here in the company code and I'll go to fields. In the fields tab, we can select what field you want to change under LFB1. Okay, so directly you can go down, or even you can see here there is an option to find. Click on that find and you can enter here payment method, and you can see it will be under LFB1 and this is the technical name. Okay, don't worry about the technical names and all, because it's again consultant will take care of it. So select this line and click on execute, and yeah, you get this pop-up again and again. Just ignore this or click on continue. Yeah, even we have option do not display this warning. Again, if you select that, then it will not show this particular pop. I'll just continue as it is. And yeah, you have to enter the vendor number from and to. So I would like to change the vendors from 99999. So whatever the vendors are there in between this range for the company code A001, it will get changed. Okay, so yeah, here also we have, like, we have to enter this particular data, and then yeah, if you want to store this as a variant, then you can simply save it, so that whenever you want to do such kind of changes in future, then you can simply click on this get variant, and whatever the variant you stored, you can able to fetch that data. So right now I will keep it as it is, and I'll continue. Click on the execute button. So once you click on the execute button, it will process and go further. So whatever the vendors are there in between that range, okay, so I entered 12999, right? So in that range, see, vendor number ending with 569, 570, and 2 series also, and 7 series also. All the vendors are included in that range, right? So yeah, right now the payment methods in this vendor, somebody has created as Ravi. So you can see here payment method C is updated, and for this one the payment method itself is not updated. Now I want to change the payment method as T. Let's say I want to change it to T from all of this. If already T is there, then it will not change. But if there is a different payment method is there, then it will get changed to T. Okay, this is the new values. After entering this, click on this, carry out mask change. Okay, once you do that, see here, all the payment method has got updated as T, and now you simply save it. And yeah, it's a warning, just ignore, continue. And now you can see the system is processing. It started, and it will now get updated with all the vendors with the payment method T. Yeah, I think we have to select for all. See now what happened. So all of these vendors has got changed. Changes have been made. See, for all the vendors, the changes have been made. The first one is it is not done because of fill all the required fields. Yeah, maybe see this one is a 70051. So in this vendor, there is some field is mandatory. So which is we are not changing that. But as per the standard SAP process, if you go to this particular vendor, if I go to edit mode, and if I select all here, okay, if I select all, okay, now what the system does is, okay, first of all this vendor is not there in the purchase information, leave it. So enter, okay, mark for deletion, that's fine. See, right now, if some of the field is mandatory, yeah, here you can see mobile number field is mandatory. So in this vendor, the mobile number was not entered. And yeah, whenever the system changes through XK99, then from backend, it will go to XK02 and it will edit that. But right now, when it went to XK02 T code, see here the mobile number field was mandatory, but for all the vendors, it is already vendor mobile number is there, but for this one the mobile number is not there. That's the reason it went on the error. Got it? So for this one, whatever the vendor is in error, we have to manually check that why it is in error. So it is clearly mentioned also, fill in all the required fields. If I enter, see same and error I am getting here, fill in all the required entry fields, same error I am getting also here, right? So like this, if you enter the mobile number for this, and if you enter and save it, see now what happened, even for that vendor also it will get updated whenever you get this type of error. Got it? So I would like to show you this particular vendor, like whatever vendor number here, copy it, go to XK04 and enter the vendor number, enter the company code, enter. See here list of payment methods to be considered. If you go to all changes, see old is C and new is T. When it is updated, it's 11/2/26, and payment method, the field is payment method. Who has changed? If you want to see, click on this. Here you can see the username is mine, timing is 8:15, date is this, and from field and to field changed in company code A001. So this is very simple task, but it looks little drag sometime, but yeah, it will take some time. a lot of time because of the huge number of vendor master. So this is how we do the mass change of vendors in SAP. And sometime, yeah, if you want to verify this document, okay, let's say there is some report also there. Just go to accounting, go to financial accounting, accounts payable, master records, then okay, instead of that, you go to information system, reports for accounts payable, then master data. Then here we have some of the report like display changes to vendors. Now I want to see what are the vendors has got changed for the particular company code, or yeah, let's go into this T code, the report T code, and you can enter the vendor number like 1299999, okay, and you can enter the company code, for which company code you want to see the changes done for this vendors in SAP. Just enter the company code here. Just a second, it's loading. Okay, 8001 is my company code, and execute. So you can see here it will start executing from the backend, and here you can see in this particular SAP, so whatever the vendors have got changed, you can see here vendor number 1000569, it has changed from C to T. Okay, and also it will show the date, okay, which date it is changed. Okay, 11 to 817, and here it is 815. Okay, like that you can see the changes done for this particular SAP. Okay, and you can see sometime in the previous date we have done changes on 9th of February. We have changed the city. Okay, earlier the city name was not there, it was blank. Later we updated as Hamburg. Then here house number, here it is street. Okay, like this you can see there are a lot of changes we have done it for various different vendors. Got it? And yeah, there is one more option we can put it here, the filtration criteria. I want to see on which date you want to see. Okay, let's say 2nd of November 2026. I want to see whatever the changes done on this 2nd of November, put the date and execute. So there is no changes done on this second. Maybe system is having date as, let me enter 1 to 11, 1 to 2, maybe it will show like that. Execute. I don't know, today it is. Okay, by mistakenly it went on the aeroplane mode. Sorry, just continue. Are you there, guys? Are you able to view my screen?
Yes, Sridhar, we can. I can.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So I think somewhere it was by mistakenly selected this aeroplane mode, so it went on error. So let me relog in. I was showing this report, right? So go to accounting, financial accounting, and accounts payable, information system, reports, master data, and here is the display changes to vendor, from vendor to vendor, and enter the company code. And yeah, I want to see the specific date wise, and enter the date from and to, and execute. You can see there is I think there is no changes done in this system. Okay, let me check the date, in which date it is changed. think I was entering this date as wrong. Let's say we'll just put the correct format.
You take on November, sir. November 2026.
Correct, correct. Yeah, that's the wrong. That's the reason I think. See what happens. I have a habit of entering the date as US format. Like in US they take as uh, MMDDYY. So month will be the first. They will enter the month as in the beginning, like MMDDYY. So that's the reason it was a mistake from my side. So I have to take 11/02/2026. Then it will execute. I think that's the reason it was not working. Okay, see now it is working. So you can see these are the changes have been done with my user ID on this particular date. Okay, so I hope you understood how to change the master data in SAP with the help of XK99. Any questions?
No, Sridhar.
Okay, thank you all. So let me stop recording for this particular short video and we'll start from beginning with the invoice processing process and we can continue there. Thank you. Let me stop it and restart.